As the climate wars in Canberra escalate, a leading foreign investor in Australian renewables has warned against a change in approach. Indian business leaders flying into Sydney for talks today with the Energy Minister on the sidelines of the Clean Energy Summit.
Hey, High Commissioner, how are you, my friend?
As renewable stakeholders gathered for their annual meeting of minds, some of the most important discussions were happening behind closed doors. Energy Minister Chris Bowen courting senior representatives from India's industry and energy sectors, a room where the value can be measured in the billions.
I can think of none more important than our renewable energy partnership with India. I regard it as being in the top rank of our bilateral relations.
Among them, senior figures from Suzlon, which holds a 17% share in Australia's wind energy market, with a sizable footprint beyond the subcontinent.
And Australia is also one of the pioneers in renewable energy. So there's so much between the two countries now to collaborate.
But a change in the government's commitment would create challenges.
One of the most important factors is that to have the policy stability. So you can't have a frequent change in policies.
To achieve net zero, the Albanese government is pressing ahead with its renewable rollout, targeting an emissions cut of 43% by decade's end. The opposition, however, goes to the next election without a commitment to a 2030 target, calling for nuclear to play a leading role.
It's time for an adult conversation about keeping the lights on and pushing power prices down.
Among the industry, there is wariness.
There's a focus on nuclear, there's a focus on reducing the amount of renewables, and that creates a lot of anxiety for investors who are expected to invest many billions of dollars in projects that have a long life.
Shadow Energy Minister Ted O'Brien argues investment under the current government has already stalled. The coalition believes in a balanced mix of technologies, including renewables and gas, with zero-emissions nuclear energy replacing coal as it retires from the system. This is what works overseas to decarbonise, while getting prices down and keeping the lights on.
Globally, I think everyone is now committed towards meeting those targets. I think we moved away from aspiration.
At the moment, the number one resource we send to India is coal. It makes up 85% of Australia's exports to the country, worth an estimated $40 billion.
India will continue to be a major consumer of fossil fuels. It's just the population, the demand. We have not yet seen peak fossil fuel consumption in India. It's going to come. It'll come. The fact is India has policy, India has strategy, and they're planning for the future today.
What I'm hoping out of this dialogue is that we see new business opportunities, new academic research collaboration.
The climate challenge, a global fight. Naveen Razik, SBS World News.